Estonia's oil shale industry is facing its end. On the other hand, Europe is pushing for rare earth security and a break from dependence on China. Estonia wants to be at the top of the game, moving away from its legacy industry and towards high-tech. But will that actually work? We are in Northern Europe, in Estonia's eastern region of Ida-Virumaa. Final preparation, safety check, and then we head off into the darkness of one of Estonia's largest underground oil shale mines.
We are going to the working area where you will see the work processes, and it's somewhere 55 meters the underground.
Mikheyev has worked here since 2011, just like his father before him. He knows almost every corner, but only almost, because this mine is an endless network, a labyrinth of shafts and tunnels, roads and junctions, covering an area of 142 square kilometers.
It's like a big city underground.
An area almost as large as Estonia's capital Tallinn. For around 100 years, oil-bearing shale rock has been mined in Ida-Virumaa. The oil is extracted from the rock through several processes and used for energy and heat production or in shipping. Down at the mine face, new safety supports are being installed. Holes are drilled for the next blasts.
Now we feel the blasting works. It's 180 meters from this point.
To signal this blast.
Oh, now.
Ready.
Yes? It's huge. And after the blasting works, when the air will be clear, we use these bucket loaders to deliver the rock mass from the place to the conveyor.
In 2024, the state-owned group Enefit extracted about 4 million tons of oil shale per year like this. Globally, the US has the largest deposits, followed by Canada, China and Russia. Little Estonia ranks 10th. Oil shale from eastern Estonia was once the engine of industrialization for this small Baltic country. But that chapter will soon be over. The oil shale industry has a burden on the environment. It's among the most climate-damaging ways of producing electricity and heat, creates huge amounts of solid waste and air pollution, and it needs lots of water. Clean energy from wind and sun, climate targets. Soon, the Estonia mine will be the group's last oil shale mine. By 2040, energy from oil shale is to be phased out. Thousands of workers will need new jobs by then. And the economy of the socio-economically vulnerable region of eastern Estonia will have to be reinvented. And part of that is meant to happen here, inside the halls of the Canadian company New Performance Materials. Workers fill cylinders with metals like neodymium or praseodymium, better known as rare earths. They are melted down and turned into high-performance magnets in several specialized processes. Magnets essential for data centers, magnets that make electric motors or wind turbines efficient, magnets for green high-tech.
Europe's automotive manufacturers, specifically for electric vehicle motors, or offshore wind turbine manufacturers, or water circulation pumps, or even actuators made in Europe for humanoid robots or other industrial applications, need more of these energy-saving magnets. They look for a need for domestic production.
The global rare earth and permanent magnet market is dominated by China. And in April 2025, Beijing reminded the world how risky it can be to depend on it. China introduced export restrictions and licensing requirements affecting parts of the rare earth and permanent magnet supply chain, measures that can quickly become a problem for parts of European industries. To boost raw material independence, the EU supported the construction of NEO's plant with about 18 million euros. NEO's big selling point: the company says it has built a supply chain that doesn't rely on China. The rare earth come from Australia, are processed in Malaysia, and in Estonia they are turned into magnets. China-free magnets, a growth market that the EU and Estonia want to benefit from. Demand for these high-tech parts made in Europe is high, according to NEO. Ciano says their customers already include global industrial giants like Schaeffler and Bosch. They could need the magnets primarily for the construction of electric vehicles, but also as energy-efficient components in recycling plants. NIO is also producing magnets in China, Thailand and the UK, but their permanent magnets come only from Narva.
The production here at the first phase of our rare earth magnet plant in Narva is the equivalent of, say, rare earth magnets that could supply about 1 million vehicles, 1 million electric vehicle traction motors made in Europe or in other places in the world. And so with the extension of that, we will be able to supply more than 2 to 3 million electric vehicles made in Europe.
However, the plant cannot come close to making Europe independent of China. The large European market and Estonia's fast permitting convinced the Canadians to invest. Today, 130 people work here. With the second production hall, around 700 new jobs should follow. But will the company actually be able to find enough staff to do the job in this high-tech sector? Skills needed in the oil industry are only partly needed here.
Very steep recruitment curve, but one that still we need to do step by step and make sure that everybody's adequately trained. At the same time, this will be the foundation for training our digital infrastructure base, one that will involve data science, training artificial intelligence and machine learning.
Just 20 minutes from the mine at the Viruma College, more than 600 people study, mainly technical subjects. The college links students directly to industry and the job market, says Director Mare Rosilet.
This will be successful when the unemployment percent will be lowest in Estonia, because now this is the highest, so very high in our Ida-Virumaa. And if all companies have possibility to get their employees from our region, so then we successfully teached all our Ida-Virumaa people.
She said that despite of offers of free low-threshold training for industrial workers, hardly anyone was signing up. He doesn't want to gamble on his job having a future. Alexei studies automation engineering on weekends alongside family life and his job.
Я о себе не переживаю, у меня как бы есть, я знаю, что стремлюсь к чему-то, получу, скоро и высшее образование, и для себя найду работу, но я переживаю из-за других людей, которые реально могут потерять работу, и от этого зависит их семьи и будущее.
And the region is not only betting on extractive or heavy industries, it's also trying something completely new, building a homegrown creative scene. A new multi-story studio campus is being planned, and if Ted Kuzmik has his way, it will attract the international creative industry to Estonia.
Yeah, we can say Estonian Hollywood. It's not so big like studios in Hollywood, but anyway, this is a new studio campus first in Baltic states.
Kuzmik works for the state investment agency. His job is to bring capital and companies into the region, and he was also involved in the investment by NIO. Green screen sets, modern camera and editing tech. Something big is emerging here, including an IT campus next door.
We want to be like, I can't say pioneers, but anyway, we want to change a little bit the film industry because AI is coming to film industry. It's making film production more cheaper, more faster, and maybe more interesting.
Magnet factories, hydrogen, even defense. Brussels is backing Estonia's transition with more than 350 million euros from the EU's Just Transition Fund. The fund is meant to make the shift to a greener economy socially fair. Back to shale oil. Estonia is still relying on it for energy security. However, the proximity of the power plants and mines to Russia is of great concern. Shortly before our visit, a stray Ukrainian drone hit the smokestack of a power plant. And yet, despite the phase-out of fossil fuels, Enefit's parent company, Eesti Energy, built a new shale oil plant, with production expected to start in April 2026. Critics say it will probably never pay off for itself, and that it's massively harmful to the climate. Either way, Enefit too must reinvent itself. Tarmo Virkus is head of sales at Enefit. In his view, these hills around the mine are the foundation of the future.
This thing we call actually aggregate. It's a limestone residual. We get it when we mine the shale out of the ground, so that comes as a byproduct. So what we do is we actually separate the shale and limestone, and then the limestone, you see a huge pile in here, but nowadays we see that as a potential product. We actually could sell it and use it in the construction.
According to Vehicles, it is already being marketed for the nearly 900-kilometer Rail Baltica project, a high-speed rail line that will connect Estonia, Lithuania and Poland. In 15 years, the company says it wants to make its money differently than it does today.
We have 600 million tons of ash piled up in the deposits, and there's a great potential in this one. Use it as a fertilizer on the fields, use it as a component in the cement and other building materials industry. The same goes for that aggregate I hold in my hands now. So there's Enefit will be mining and processing these materials 10-15 years from now.
Whether this plan works and how much value is created and how many jobs can really be preserved remains to be seen. One thing is clear, to be truly sustainable, sooner or later these oil shale conveyor belts will have to stop, says the Estonian Environment Minister.
I hope that in this time I will be very, very old. I couldn't see it.
Why?
I like it.
Until then, Estonia's economy will have to change. It has to. The country is making an investment to give this region a future. Without EU support, this transition would be much harder to pull off. The next few years will show whether the strategy works and whether Europe can really reduce the rare earth dependence on China.